What's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. It's been a minute. Yes, it's been a minute. I haven't done a review in a while, since last week. I apologize for that. Wednesday night, I started getting sick, okay? Like, seriously, I started getting sick. I watched the whole Tony Khan segment, him taking a tombstone pile driver, the Tony Khan driver, whatever they're calling it, AEW. Look, I enjoyed it. I'm going to see what they do with it. I'm not going to bash on AEW. They are setting up for their next pay-per-view. Give them a chance, guys. Come on. Like, people are wanting things to happen. They're rushing into things, just like people are rushing into the whole WWE thing. WWE gave you some shock factors during night 1 and night 2 of the draft. Last night, I actually found it very entertaining. I didn't think that the whole show was that bad. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I was royally entertained by CM Punk and the new signee, Drew McIntyre. It was a good move. WWE signed him. Hopefully they get around to signing some of their talent that deserve big money deals and keep them happy, like Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, you name it. But Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, I was plenty pleased. I was plenty pleased with Chad Gable. I mean, again, like I said, it's going to be a triple threat probably at Payback for the Intercontinental belt. Maybe Gable goes over then. But yeah, guys, I've been really sick. The reason I didn't do a review last week of Dynamite or Collision or anything like that, I was just really sick, man. Like, I went to the store, I came home, and I was vomiting everywhere. Then I got the sore throat. Then I got the chills. I got the fever. Then the stomach virus. I got somebody's bad virus, let me tell you that. I had the flu. I was in the corner of my bed, shivering, dying. I was on Robitussin, Mucinex, Nasacort. Then it went from that to Aerate, the nose spray to keep your nose from, I was my whole trash can. I had to do a whole aerate of my room because where I do my videos and stuff because it was so bad. I was sneezing all the time. I was down for 4 days, trust me. I usually go away from everything. If you didn't get a response from me on social media or anything like that, I apologize. I just didn't feel good, okay? I didn't feel good. My body was aching. I was dying. I was watching my Lakers get eliminated last night. So, yeah, I watched my Lakers more than watching a Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I kind of skipped out, and I watched it this morning. But, yeah, Monday Night Raw did a good job. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't mad. I felt they kind of rehashed what they did on SmackDown, to be honest with you. Becky Lynch, that segment's pretty damn good. You had different segments of SmackDown mixed in with Raw. I like what they were doing with NXT. Ilya going to Raw was perfect for me. They need him. Some of the women's talent coming from Blair Davenport was very shocking to me to be on SmackDown. But what more could they do with her? You had her floating around NXT, so what more could you do with her, really? She will be perfect in the SmackDown. Same with Valkyria over on Raw. They need talent over on Raw. It was good call-ups that they did. I was very surprised. Ilya, look, you could put him in an Intercontinental titles situation. He should be front and center in the mid-card for now. You can have him build up the mid-card. You can have him be your next Gunther if you wanted to. But I'm okay with that. I was okay with this Raw. The go-home show, it was kind of like a go-home in a draft. So, Payback's going to kind of be a little weird, but they'll kind of go in full circle on what they're going to do. I'm glad these shows kind of have a beginning, middle, and end now. And they kind of have a calling card of where it's going to be and how it's going to be. I thought Jay going to SmackDown was perfect because then, it's going to be winning the tag team belts. There's no other way. Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell going to SmackDown. I wasn't surprised. Braun Breaker on Raw, not surprised. Braun, I think, would serve better being over in the mid-card side of Raw for the Intercontinental. I think the Intercontinental is going to heat up pretty nicely, in my opinion. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed pretty much what was going on with these shows. I have no complaints. I'm not mad. I wasn't pissed. You know, last week, you know, I was going to do a video talking about this whole Tony Khan thing and how people are just impatient. Wrestling fans are just impatient. And I think we all need to be patient and let Triple H and Tony Khan complete their stories on what they're going to do. Yeah, AEW's not perfect. WWE ain't perfect either. There were some things last week that I turned and shook my head, like Cody Rhodes. You know, some of the things they're doing on WWE I'm not a big fan of. Same with AEW. Same with TNA. I'm not a fan of certain things that these companies are doing. But I watch all of them and I enjoy each and every one of them. I think we need to stop being so impatient and dissecting things and worrying about views. And yeah, I know I'm going to hear from some of you, oh, AEW lost their TV deal over here and over there. It's like, great. Who cares? Who cares? DAZN, do we really give a DAZN, whatever? Do we give a fuck? Were they really big time? No. They were just putting... Honestly, they were putting WWE on, or sorry, AEW on other shit. Again, I shit all over that. Goldberg's comments, I've already talked about that. Like, what's new? You know, and you got these fanboys and fangirls and the tribalists out there doing, you know, just talking shit about both companies. It's like, just enjoy wrestling, guys. I beg of you. Enjoy fucking wrestling and don't be a fucking idiot. There's a lot of you listening to these dirt sheets and listening to these other channels and listening to fake news. Stop listening to fake fucking news. By the way, Camille has been signed with AEW for a while, just like Monet. So obviously Tony Khan throws the money around and lets these wrestlers sit on the fruit of their loins. Or maybe they're just, you know, the way he scripts and the way he books. It's like Triple H. Jacob Fatu is signed with WWE. Where the fuck is he? Wait, it'll be like 2-3 months, right? You know, but that's okay, right? WWE does that, right? Anyway, tonight, I really liked some of the stuff like the Dudley Boys being back. The opening segment with Becky Lynch and, you know, the Kansas City. I really enjoyed what they did for Kansas City. Talked about the massacre or the shooting. Talked about, you know, Patrick Mahomes. This is where WWE does a better job than AEW. And I'm not trying to compare the two companies, but, you know, people compare these two companies. I give WWE credit. When they give you that big feel-good shit, that's where WWE shines. And that's where WWE's never won for. They know how to send people home happy, and they do know how to do things more than what AEW does. And that's why WWE has more people in seats than AEW. And I've said that to people. Like, I'm not denying AEW has empty seats. I'm not denying AEW has lost stuff. They've lost a little fire. They're trying to get it back. Let's see what they do with this whole Jack Perry and Tony Khan. And it was funny. Tony Khan wearing the neck brace all weekend during the NFL draft. I thought that was fucking cool. Like, what owner does that? Oh, wait, Vince McMahon did it, and he did it publicly. For a while there, he did. I don't like Tony Khan in the ring, though. That's just my personal opinion, catching up with you guys. But, yeah, draft round one, like I said, it was very predictable. Gunther over on Raw with Ludwig Kaiser, Jade to SmackDown, Damage Control on Raw, Kevin Owens on SmackDown was predictable. We had CM Punk and then Bobby Lashley, the Pride over on as pick 2. Raw selected Braun Strowman. That was predictable. Tiffany Stratton staying on SmackDown was predictable. Braun coming out and destroying everything was great. Logan Paul taking the Super Bowl rings and botching. That was funny. Trying to hit Jay and botched. McIntyre and CM Punk was great shit. I think that's going to be a good rivalry now since Drew McIntyre has signed with WWE. I heard it was like a 3-year deal from what the dirt sheets are saying. Zayn went for a cover. Gable interfered, beat the shit out of him. And once again, that's setting up for a payback match with Bronson Reed. Draft round 3, the LWO going to Raw so they can have that feud with his son once again. That'll probably lead into a WrestleMania 41. El Fantasma goes to SmackDown. Raw selects Drew McIntyre, and Shinsuke goes to SmackDown. Hopefully they do something with Shinsuke. But again, like I said, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell defeat Maxine Dupree. Wasn't anything special there. Raw draft, Ilya Dragunov was pretty good. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Blair Davenport was another shocker. Liv Morgan beating Nia Jax wasn't a surprise to me. They got to build up Liv Morgan. Eventually, Liv Morgan will probably be champion and probably go against returning Rhea Ripley down the line. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods stay on Raw. Pretty Deadly stay on SmackDown. Like Kyria, they need her. That was a good selection to me. And then we have Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell on SmackDown, if I haven't said it already. Alpha Academy, man, they're stinking up the joint. I think they're about to break up. Gable's going to be his own thing. I think Maxine Dupree should be his manager. I think it would be perfect. Maxine Dupree, they've made her look like an idiot, but I think she would work perfectly as a manager. Blair Davenport, Bronson Reed. Blair goes to SmackDown. Bronson stays on Raw. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa go to SmackDown, which is perfect there. The Final Testament over on Raw is perfect. And then we had a 6-man tag, which I didn't really care for. And then this went to Jay and Priest facing off at the end of the show, leading into Backlash. Backlash. Sorry. I said Payback earlier. My bad. Don't crucify me. I've had a long last week of not feeling good. I'm trying to get back in the zone. Auto zone. My Lakers lose. Before I hear some of you fuckers out there tell me, oh, LeBron and AD are old. LeBron James and AD played most of the season, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, played 40 minutes. By the way, outdid pretty much everybody. And then it was too late at the end where Reeves and fucking D'Lo show up. So before any of those doubters tell me LeBron James sucks and he was a choke artist, he showed up. He balled out. Same with AD. AD even had a bum shoulder and fucking was balling. Come on. What are we talking? My Lakers suck, though. I knew they were going to lose. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm a realistic Lakers fan. We weren't going to beat Denver. We were probably going to get a game on Denver, but we weren't going to win. My God. Anyway, my name is RevSauce9. I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling 100% better. I'm in a better place. I'm glad to be back. I'm not throwing up. I'm not crapping. I'm not dying. I'm not shivering. I'm not hot. I'm not cold. I'm not having man flashes. We are good. And I'm glad to be back. So you guys will see a lot more of this face that runs the place on YouTube for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for all the subscribes and all the things you guys do. My second channel will be down below, the official second channel. I had complications, and so I just put it on my second email that I have for Gmail and made another YouTube for my secondary channel. So enjoy what you guys see from my older videos from Rafe Realm days to my Slam Zone Sports days. You guys are going to get a whole bunch of shit over on that channel, and I'll see you guys in the future of things. Stay tuned for more reviews this week. I will see you guys either in a quick review capacity or in a live streaming capacity. I love you guys. Sorry that I was gone for so long. I just went and died in the corner and and was sick as hell. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys at the streams. Peace out, and I'll see ya.